Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the year 2020. It is January, so you're probably wondering what games are coming out. How are we going to start this year? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you're here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at a couple highlights from the Japanese release schedule for January 2020. There's not too many games coming out, but if you like JRPGs, hopefully there's at least one game here for you. Let's go ahead, let's dive right in. These are my picks in the January release schedule for Japan for 2020. So there are a lot of games coming out on January 16th. Well, not a lot, but a few. And getting things started is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now there have been Dragon Ball games on, I guess, every platform. Dragon Ball games have been around for a very, very, very long time. And I mean, I don't think they'll stop. I think as long as we have Dragon Ball, as long as we have video games, we'll have Dragon Ball video games. So like a bunch of other games in the past, this is a game that covers pretty much the entire story, so you can see a lot of key events, a lot of famous scenes, and you'll have pretty much all your favorite characters show up. I'm not the kind of person that plays Dragon Ball games typically, but I like JRPGs and I do kind of like Dragon Ball, so this is like an interesting mix for me. Like I might actually try this out. It looks pretty decent. And looking at the footage, there's a bunch of fun things in here, I think. There's even like a hunting system, like a hunting, gathering, eating system, which is kind of weird. But hey, it's in there and maybe it'll be fun. If you're a big fan of this series, definitely go ahead and give this a look. You'll probably enjoy it. Another JRPG that's coming out on the 16th is Yakuza VII. And I know that sounds weird because Yakuza games aren't JRPGs until now, I guess. So with the start of the new story arc, I guess they're going in a completely different direction. I was honestly kind of doubtful about this at first. Like I thought, why would they take this series and make it a JRPG? But looking at the footage, it actually looks pretty fun. The classes, the roles in this game, they're pretty crazy, they're pretty wild, and I think that's what makes it so unique, and I think that's what makes this game what it is. So I'm actually very, very, very interested. I'll probably pick this up. Yakuza games are really good, like 1 through 6, super fantastic, 0, Kiwami, whatever. 7 looks to carry that torch in a different way. So if you're a fan of this series, you're a fan of the Japanese crime drama, and you like JRPGs, this is probably going to be one of your highlights for the year. Okay, so maybe you're not interested in Dragon Ball, or maybe you're not interested in Yakuza. What else is coming out for you? That's a good question, and maybe you might want to check this out. This is Kandagawa Jetgirls. Have you ever been like watching TV or whatever, and you're like, I kind of like water ski racing, but it's not exciting enough. It's not good enough. It needs anime girls. It needs an anime waifu. Have you ever thought that? I haven't. Maybe you haven't either. But now you are, and now this thing is real. So this is Kandagawa Jetgirls. It's like I don't know exactly, but just look at the footage, and that's what this is. There's actually an anime for this, so if you wanted to just go ahead and dive right into like the world of Kandagawa Jetgirls, you can also check out the anime, and that's airing like somewhere, someplace. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, but maybe I should watch it because, I mean, actually look at this. This really wasn't on my radar until I just saw the first trailer, and now it's on my radar, and I'm probably actually gonna get this because it has everything that makes a game fun for just the sake of being fun. And releasing just one day later on the 17th is Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE Encore for the Switch. This had a little bit of controversy, in Japan at least, because it was using the American release as the base, which had some content censored or changed. But putting that aside, this is supposed to be the definitive version of this game. It came out on the Wii U originally, but not a lot of people had a Wii U because it was the Wii U. So now, if you own a Switch, you can definitely go ahead and check this out. If you're a fan of Fire Emblem, and or Persona, and or Shin Megami Tensei, you might really enjoy this. And the music is pretty good, and it has a pretty solid voice cast. I'm actually pretty interested in the game just because of the whole package. Music, voice cast, environment. It looks kind of good to me. This is definitely right up my alley. I'm definitely the target demographic for this kind of game. And I think that's going to do it for January 2020. I know it was a pretty short list, but to be honest, I'd prefer a shorter list with better games than a longer list with mediocre games. But if there's any games that you feel like I should have mentioned but didn't, as always, you can let me know what it was down in the comments. If you like JRPGs, Japanese games. We just started playing Ease 9 in the channel. I'll leave a link to part 1 in the description and go ahead and check that out if you have some extra time. Feel free to follow me on Twitter if you want. You'll also find a link to that in the description. I'm also streaming on Twitch now. That's twitch.tv/root24. I usually play through just a bunch of random games. Sometimes games that maybe I wouldn't really play on this channel, but I just enjoy playing anyways. It's kind of like an outlet for me to kind of branch out. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Take care.